Hello everyone, this is our app Time2Gather, and without further ado, I'll pass it off to my colleague Lanjing to introduce the login features.
The first screen that appears when you open the app is the login screen, where users can enter their credential of email and password combination to log in. When the credentials are incorrect, the user will be alerted of an invalid login. Users can also register a new account by clicking on Sign Up. A sign up page will appear where users can enter their email and password to create a new user profile. Profile creation will be validated. The username cannot have the username or email that is the same as another user, and the two passwords must match and be over 6 characters long. Now, entering a unique username and password and clicking on sign up will enable us to continue on with profile creation. This page lets the user enter some user info, the name, username, and the user dietary preferences. The user will be able to update these settings later on in the app. Press save and re-enter the app dashboard.
To further explain the dashboard, we will log in as a pre-existing user, and I'll pass it off to my colleague Sarah to explain.
So after logging in, you were first greeted with the dashboard screen, which we're going to talk more about in a minute. But the dashboard is basically like your home view. On the bottom, you can see the navigation bar, which takes you to other parts of the app. The second icon on the navigation bar is the calendar view, which lets you, when you access it, you can click on dates on the monthly calendar and see details about how many events, which events are on that date, and what times they're running. This includes events from your personal calendar and not just shared events. The third option is the Friends tab, which is a dashboard for your friends to see which friends you have and how and where you can add friends as well. And then the last tab is the settings, which is actually just the preferences page again to update your dietary preferences. And you can select again, deselect, and save as you need. And then now we'll go back to the dashboard screen.
Welcome to the dashboard. This corresponds to the home icon on the nav bar. So the dashboard has a couple of main components. First of all, we see this upcoming meets card, and this is for events that have already been finalized. We get both a calendar view and a list view. These events are no longer mutable, they have been decided on already. Next up, we have the in discussion card, and this is for dynamic events that are being discussed by the group. As we can see, there's one event here that's currently being discussed. We can go into it. Going back to the dashboard, we also have the option of adding a new event to in discussion. So we add a name, a description, and then we're good to invite our friends. And that's it for the dashboard.
Once you have selected your friends for the event, you'll be taken to the event details page where you can select time for your event. If you click on the select time button, this page will present a availability merger view that will tell the event organizer what time is available for everyone. Here we can navigate to July 28th by clicking the right arrow on the top date column. If you want to have more fine-grained control over which day you want to choose, you can click on the date itself, and then you can choose which date you want to, where you want to go to. After that, you can just click done. And on July 28th, if you scroll down, you can see that some of the time blocks are blocked off. This is shown by the gray in the schedule and also red on the left time column. Any of the green buttons is clickable, and that's how you select time. Once you click on the green buttons, you can set the start time and duration. If your duration is conflicting with any other group members, the app will warn you, and to make sure that you select a time that does not conflict with anyone. And once you click done, you're done with time selection.
These are the locations that were fetched based on the food preferences of the invitees, which in this case were vegetarian, halal, and gluten-free. It then queries the Google Maps platform Places API with these added filters. The results are further optimized by minimizing the sum of distances between the invitees and the suggested places. The final results are marked on the map, and the user picks one of them, which will end up being part of the final invite. But if the invite ends up being challenged, then the invitees are redirected to this page to search for and suggest new locations, which will be displayed on the ranking page.
Now I'll talk a little bit about discussions and rankings. Once you've created a discussion, other users may propose different options that will show up in this list here. Let's go out for now and go back to that initial discussion that we saw that has already been populated with several options. You can click and drag the options to rank them from your most preferred to least preferred. And then once you click Save Rankings, if everyone has saved their rankings or if the deadline has passed, the event will be finalized with the best determined option. The best option is determined through instant runoff voting, and after the event has been finalized, every user can see the finalized details and select whether or not they would like to attend. After they agree, the event will show up in their dashboard.